back to the show. We're really excited. We have rock star on the platform today. We have Craig Jamieson all the way from London, Ontario. Craig, thanks for joining us today.
Hey, Jay, thanks.
I
Happy to
love it.
be
I love
here.
the way you're rocking that mustache. Wow, a little bit of Magnum there. I love that.
Yeah, I've been rocking the mustache for the summer. It's
So how's the summer going for you so far?
good, man. Yeah, busy. Booking lots of gigs, doing a lot of music things. Got a big event coming up in August, as you previously mentioned, for Dance Away Depression. So I'm a big advocate for mental health, and I thought let's throw a dance party to dance our cares away and raise money for mental health. It's in London. It's at Temperance, and it's going to be awesome. We've got Laura Gagnon, who I'm sure the people know.
Yeah.
She's going to be opening up the event. I'm going to be playing. We're doing a lot of covers, so a lot of dance, pop type music that people can get down to, shake the booties, and we're going to have a 50-50 and a silent auction and food and drinks, and yeah, it's going to be an amazing time, and it's for a great cause. So if you're
That's
local,
great. Yeah, let's get a little bit into that and a little bit later in the interview. But tell me a little bit about yourself and what type of genre you play and where people could come out, and tell me actually how you got into the music industry yourself, Craig.
yeah. So I think I was born into music. My dad's a rocker from way back. He
Did
immigrated.
he, did he play or?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. He all through his teens, like he was from England, so he immigrated here from England. So big Beatles fan, the British rock era. And so he had a band in his youth, and then when he came here, he started a rock and roll cover band called Midlife Crisis. And so I grew up on the Beatles and Van Morrison and the Rolling
So
Stones.
let me ask you this. Since you said you grew up on Beatles, which we all did, I mean, we all love the Beatles,
Yeah, yeah.
but I always ask people this question. How close would you put, or would they be better, Wings to the Beatles?
You know what's funny? Like I love Paul, and if I'm Team Paul for sure. But that being said, I think Lennon. I don't think there's any better songwriting duo than the two of them together. I
Then
mean,
the two of them.
together they just made magic. But if you look at Lennon's solo stuff versus Paul's solo stuff, Wings or whatever, yeah, all the way for sure. Like
Yeah, like I mean, Band on the Run. I mean, that goes right up against Hey Jude or Let It Be, and like Silly Love Song. Like the Paul McCartney just kept out pumping out Wings song after song, Jet, and like it's very hard to compare, like you said, to the best writing duo in history, but pretty close, pretty close, I would say.
yeah, I mean, I think Paul definitely stands alone as an artist.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just a brilliant musician. I mean, I think it was Ringo that said, I'm not even the best drummer in the Beatles," and he was referring to Paul, right? Because Paul could sit down at the drums, Paul could play the piano, he could play bass. He played guitar on the Ballad of John and Yoko Ono too, and stuff like that. So I mean, the guy and a business minded musician too.
And he
He
was also, I think, pretty much the driver of the band. Like I remember watching,
absolutely.
Get Back, and John would, come strolling in around noon, all tired, and Paul would be there for 4 hours already pumping out lyrics and
Yeah.
everything. So yeah, yeah. I mean, we could talk about the Beatles all day. Maybe we should
Yeah.
invite Paul. Maybe we should invite Paul on. But so yeah, so
Oh my
let's
god,
get
I would
back
love to meet
to
Paul McCartney.
what,
That
what
would be bucket list for sure.
that'd be one
I
of my
definitely
ultimate goals to interview Paul. I'd like to interview Paul. That would be great.
yeah, yeah. Well, if you ever do, invite me. I'd love to say hello because Paul's an icon, and he's so I'm so influenced by him and everything that he did for pop music, and yeah, like so yeah, no,
So let's talk a little bit about your August event. Tell our viewers again what day, and tell me how you got into that world of mental health.
well, I suffer from it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Um, in my early 20s, I started getting these crippling panic attacks, and they came out of nowhere. and I didn't know how to manage them, and felt super alone because people just were telling me, "Yo, relax, chill out. It's just in your head or whatever." And it was frustrating to me that I had to kind of fight this alone. And it wasn't until I found like-minded people that were going through the same thing and understanding that this was like a chemical imbalance in my brain and it was bigger than me and that I needed the help. And then things got better. Like I manage it fine now. Um, but when I think about this for other people, the world just got up in a hurry. We've got a lot of stresses and things that we have to manage. And my idea behind this event is using this idea of music and movement as healing, and putting people together with like-minded people, like a community that can support them through their struggles, and educate people on the fact that there are not-for-profit organizations that have resources for these things, and this doesn't need to be a stigma. We can talk about it. We can communicate about this, right? Especially men, right? Men, we want to be like the big guys, and we kind of put everything down deep, and we hide our feelings and stuff, and that can be super dangerous. So I implore people to communicate and seek the help that they want. And that's really what this event is about. It's about relevance and mindfulness to mental health. But again, using
No,
this dialogue.
I really appreciate you sharing that, Craig. Like that's a lot of people wouldn't do that. So for you to share that with our viewers, I mean, it just makes other people that more comfortable for them to share what they're going through possibly. Now, in order, I know you sort of just grazed over, but if I'd like to ask you, like, in order to, I guess, get over this, very serious hurdle in your life, can you tell us, without getting into detail, how that happened?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
how do you manage it, you could say?
there's a few. I mean, it's an ongoing battle.
Yep.
And once you understand the resource, you need to understand what it is, right? Because when you first started having panic attacks and anxiety, like there was times where I went to emergency because I thought I was dying. I was like, thought I was having a heart attack or something, and the doctor
Yeah.
said you had a panic attack, and I'm like, holy crap! Like, you get chest palpitations in your hands, and you just feel like you're outside of your body, and there's all this weird stuff going on. And when you've never felt that before, it's freaking scary. So really understanding when that happens, that it's like your brain is kind of having a chemical imbalance and it's just impacting your body in a way, and being able to know and be educated enough that it's just something that's happening to you and you're not dying, and then you just kind of got to ride it through. And then as you understand it more and you start to understand the resources that can help you, for instance, there's medication out there. So talking to doctors and stuff, they can get you on the right medication. We're not talking about dosing yourself to the point where you're a
Yep.
zombie, but something that can kind of help you level out and maintain your quality of life. And then, there's breathing techniques. There's the tense up and release. There's a lot of hugging yourself. There's a lot of these different things that can kind of trick your mind and your body into feeling better.
I would like to let's stop it there because I have one suggestion, and I bet you it helped you. But we're gonna take a quick break. But before we do, I bet you music helped you.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, music saved my life.
Hold it. Hold your thought. I knew it. I knew it helped you. Hold your thought. We're going to take a quick break. And I want to come back and I want Craig to explain how music not only helped him, but music helps so many veterans stay alive. Stay tuned. You're watching Wild Child Records. We'll be back with musician Craig Jamieson.